Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. Just discussing, of course, some Pittsburgh Steelers news and updates before I have another video later today about the training camp expectations, because training camp is next week. So things I'm looking forward to seeing in training camp is basically that video is about. So if you want to see that, it'll be premiered, I think at 5 o'clock. So be on the lookout for that. But also, today we're going to discuss, of course, some Steelers, news and updates, little daily updates and stuff. As you guys seen, Fowler from ESPN, of course, has said the Steelers remain optimistic about wide extension, reveals sticking point is preventing the deal, basically. Now, during Fowler from ESPN, he said Pittsburgh remains optimistic. I'm told that they want to get the deal done. Fowler said this morning on ESPN Get Up. He said, I know there's been a trade chatter out there. He said, teams I've talked to don't really expect him to be moved, but this is an issue of guaranteed money as a sticking point. The structure of the deal, all those details, because most people I talk to around the league do expect him to be the highest paid pass rusher when he gets his money. That doesn't seem to be an issue. It's about the other details that they haven't been able to lock in between the team and the player. So basically about the guarantees. And that's the main thing that's been the plague of everything. We've seen the rookies, a lot of rookies holding out because we just seen second round picks holding out right now because Jaden Higgins just got fully guaranteed contract, his rookie deal. Some first round picks that was holding out because they're looking more for guaranteed money. The one from the Bengals, I think it was Shamar Stewart. A lot of different individuals, of course, are looking for guarantees. That's the main thing, because one thing the NFL don't have that the NBA have. NBA, most of their contracts, basically all their contracts are fully guaranteed like that. But the NFL is a little different. They structure a little different. Even though it's one of the most profitable sports leagues, they still don't give their players all those guaranteed money. So you see a lot of different things in negotiations. So Steelers and TJ Watt, they said right now, they said they expect him to be the highest paid pass rusher ever, but the guaranteed money was TJ Watt looking at is like most of the time when you go into any type of deal or anything. If you ever been to a car dealership and you be like, and they might have a car for $14,000 and you be like, I'll give you $12,000 right now, straight cash. They're gonna do everything they can to get you as close as possible to their number. They don't want you to be in your number. They ain't gonna give you anything close to your number. They try to find everything they can to get close as possible to your number. Like you might go to a deal, you trying to make your own movie, and somebody like your movie idea and they want to pay you some money. And you might ask for 100 million, and they might say, well, we'll give you 99 million. Like because their asking price was 90 million, like that. So they're trying to find a way to get as close as possible to their stuff. They might even give you $100 short just to make sure that you don't get your deal. So the Steelers and TJ Watt going to find a way, try to negotiate, and see how things kind of play out. The guaranteed money is the main thing, because we seen Sam Darnold contract. Yes, he got paid pretty well. He got a 3-year deal over 100-something million, 314 million or something, but he only got 37 million fully guaranteed, which is really, if you look at the value and the market of the quarterback, that's basically a 1-year deal in a sense. So TJ Watt looking for, basically just stability, security, stability, guaranteed money. This is probably his last big contract, really. Be honest, because he's like 30 years old, 31 years old, and if this is a 4 or 5 year deal, by the time he finishes his contract, it'll be 35, 36, depending on how long this contract is. And it's probably the last time to get this big money. So try to make sure you get the best thing possible. So we'll see if the Steelers can get it done. I also want to discuss, of course, a little bit about Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers have been sending a lot of big time messages. A lot of the players been very pumped up about Aaron Rodgers' message before training camp, saying that they locked in. He said this time things gonna be different. He said I want to end things differently. That's one statement he made, because his tenure with the Jets wasn't the best. Of course, the things that happened, the injury that happened his first year there, the first game there actually. Running out there on the field, had the fans pumped up. In the first 3 snaps, he tore his Achilles, and then this past year he came back, off the Achilles tear at the age of 41 years old. About to be 41 this year, but 40 years old, and I was like, trying to recover from that injury and also basically put the team on your back. It was a lot to bear, and it didn't work out the way they thought it was gonna work out. And now with the Steelers, he mentioned that he said, hey, I want to end things differently. I want things to be different this time around. And the Steelers are kind of invested into him. You can see them going all in. That's why I believe TJ Watt will probably sign with the Steelers, will sign an extension, and Steelers will make sure to lock in with him, because if you're going all in, you need all the best players you can get. TJ Watt is one of the best players in the league, top 10 player in the league. One of the best, probably the best edge rusher in my opinion in the league as well. You need all the players so you can get locked in. TJ Watt, you went out there and traded for Jalen Ramsey. You got DK Metcalf in the trade. You got Jonnu Smith as well. You brought him in the trade as well. You got all these different individuals out there. Pat Fryermuth, you went out there and got a running back in the top 3 picks. in your top 3 rounds like that, in your first 3 picks. You got a running back up there. You have this young O-line, of course, as well. Your first round pick from last year will be back. Rodgers Jones, a first round pick from a few years back, will be playing his original position. All the things you added to the defense, of course, as well. You went out there and drafted Derek Harmon, Yaha Black, to shore up the defense. You went out there and added the pieces you need to go out there and contend. And you're trying to go out there and make sure you can maximize this window and try to see if you can go out there and contend for an AFC title appearance and a Super Bowl potentially. So you gotta go all in. You gotta go all in. I just came from All In, Texas, the AEW event. That was a very good show. And they went all in that show. All in to go out there and win championships and wrestling matches. So you got to go all in. You got to pay everything out on the line. Pay everything out there. And I think Aaron Rodgers know that. If this is his last season, he signed a 1-year deal. I don't know if he's going to play next year. He said this could possibly be his last year. So if it's your last year, you got to go out with a bang. You don't want to go out being 4-12. Well, actually, in this day and age, it'd be 4-13. I think you want to go out there being like that, of course. You want to go out there being, like just like some write-off or something. People saying, oh, he's washed up and you're done. You want to go out on top. You want to go out like Peyton Manning did when he won Super Bowl 50. You want to go out like Tom Brady. I know his last year, he went to playoffs and they lost the playoffs, but he did bring a Super Bowl to that team like that last tenure. He had one last laugh. I think you want to go out there like that. So Aaron Rodgers, I feel like he knows the importance of that, and he's going to go out there and try to buy into that and get this team motivated. And a lot of these guys know Aaron Rodgers. A lot of these guys are fans of Aaron Rodgers, and like seeing a legend like that on your team is going to motivate you, especially when he's locked in. You like, he's working that hard, he's training this hard, he's doing all these different things. That's going to motivate the young guys around the team. Everybody can be kind of on the same page and get things going. So I hope that's the case for the Steelers, and I hope the Steelers can get things moving. But this is all I have for today's video. I just want to give you guys a little update. 5 o'clock later today, we'll have, of course, the expectations of training camp video. Training camp is 1 week away. And then also on my channel, the Arsenal D.B channel, will be some more Steelers stuff as well. I'm doing the biggest strengths and weaknesses of the Pittsburgh Steelers offense in 2025. And then I'm gonna do a defense one later down the week like that. And for this channel, I already did one like that before, I think, a while back. So I'm basically doing something similar, but a little different. I think I did a grading of the offense on this channel. So on that channel, the Arsenal D.B channel, you can go watch that. I'll probably leave that link down below. You want to check that out. But yeah, I'll see you guys when I see you. Peace out.